And I guess we're live. So today I'm gonna make a proper rant. I'm going to be fun, I guess. You haven't noticed already. Today's rant's going to be about, well, actually, it was going to be about pop idols and trending and shit like that. And my objective thoughts in this. As objective as I could get. But something happened in between the 25 seconds that I took to make the idea and me starting the video. So today's rant is going to be about noisy people, because I fucking hate those motherfuckers. They annoy the shit out of me. Just fucking annoying. And it's not like I can't be noisy at my times, because I can be fairly loud too. But the difference between me and regular noisy people is that regular noisy people are loud for no damn reason. They just go around being loud. And I guess the thing about it makes me the most upset is that they never shut the fuck up. And It'd be nice if they would shut the fuck up sometimes. Because you hear them, and then they'd be like, here. And then they become here. And their volume increases and increases, and you're sitting here wondering, when the hell is their volume going to decrease? As they're projecting more and more of their voice out, you wonder how much lungs power they really have. So when you realize too much. And therefore, I just gotta rant about it, I guess. So, let's start it. Most of the things that I'm going to say about it is that basically noisy or loud people are some of the most, how should I say, lonely people. And the reason I say that is because if you look at psychology and the way psychology has understood people to be, you find out that most psychologists would say that when a person tries to act out and reach for other people's attention, then there's usually a driving factor as to why that is. And I doubt that anyone would disagree with me with that, because that's exactly what, well, it's like a cause and effect relationship. You can't disagree on a cause and effect relationship. And if you do try to, then you're stupid. Anyways, so, for noisy people, or loud people, people who talk at an elevated volume, in a sense, and it's not like, you know, I don't mean those people that talk elevated sometimes. I mean those people who talk elevated all the time. If you are louder than all of your friends in your room at every point in time, you are a noisy person. You get the fuck off, bitch. Man, fuck that nigga, bitch. Anyways, but I guess you couldn't see it, but fucking cicada. Fucking asshole. Anyways. So, those people who talk way too loud all the time, they're looking for attention. And half the times, because they have that loud voice to be able to project themselves, they get it. And I understand, you know, you want to fit in and you want to be liked by people. But at the same time, you can't just go around being loud and getting attention only because you are the loudest thing in the room. Now, I guess because my rants are supposedly me being the loudest thing in the area, that's kind of contradictory to myself. But I would beg to differ, considering that my rants are specifically loud at one time of the day for a specific reason. Whereas, as I said, those people who are noisy all the time are, as I said, noisy all the time. Therefore, I couldn't be classified as this type of people. Now, you could argue this all you want, and, you know, I don't really give a fuck, because, as I said, I don't care about your opinion. I care about what's right. And, to be honest, in considering noisy people, what would be the most right thing to do is to tell the noisy people to shut the fuck up. That's just the right thing to do. And if you are a noisy person and you're watching this, then shut the fuck up. You just talk too much. Just shut up and let other people talk. You'd be surprised how much in common you have with other people if you let them tell you what the fuck they have in common with you. Now, if you're just sitting there like, oh, and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and but what about you? Oh, I don't really care, but it doesn't matter, but it just doesn't. See, you don't let anyone have a chance to say something. And now, I'm not letting anyone have a chance to say anything against me either. But that's, again, because it's a completely different type of situation. I'm not doing this all the time. Yet. I'm only doing this at a very specific time and date for a very specific reason. Now, if I were to do this all the time, then yeah, I would probably hate myself, and probably do hate myself if I was you. But my thing to you noisy people is, if you decide that you want to hear yourself talk, then you can do it without saying a damn word. I know, because I talk to myself all the fucking time. You don't believe me? Here, I'll prove it to you. Yeah, see, right there. I was talking to myself. You didn't hear me now, did you? Because I was talking to myself. Now, if you try this exercise, you can have all of your friends actually be your friends, fucking noisy people. Because, trust me, your friends hate the fact that you talk too much. If they don't, then they're lying to you. In which case, you should probably get new friends, because who the fuck wants to be lied to? And yeah, there are those people that say it's better to be lied to than to know the truth. But I say, fuck being lied to. I want to know the truth at all times. Now, if you don't agree with me, then you're stupid. Because it is the smartest thing to know exactly what is, rather than believe something that isn't. At least that's my opinion. And as I said, I don't care about opinions. So, let me put some facts on this shit. It is better for me as a, I guess I have to disclaim it, using an analogy here. It is better for me as a warrior to know exactly how my enemy is, and what my enemy does and says, and whether or not my enemy is lying to me. Then, having my enemy lie to me, and me believe the lie just because it makes me feel better. Doesn't matter, bro. In a sense, we're all enemies to each other, and we all need to make sure that we're not being lied to. Now, there will be those people who lie to you anyways, and it's your job to figure out whether or not they're lying to you. But that's a tangential statement. That has nothing to do with the noisy people at the moment. I'm saving that for another video, I guess. My point is, noisy people. You need to shut the fuck up. I've said this so many times now that I feel like a broken record. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna be a broken record. Because someone needs to tell you to shut the fuck up. And if you don't hear it from me, then you won't hear it from anyone else. Because I don't care about your opinions, whereas other people probably do. And so, I guess I'm here to tell you what your friends are too shy, or too kind, or whatever, however it is, to tell you. Because I don't care. In a sense. You know, semantics here and there, but in all. To wrap up, you noisy people, I just have to leave you with this. It's okay to talk. It's okay to be listened. And it's also okay not to have said a single word. I've gone through many interactions with people without saying a single word. I nod at them, they nod back, and we understand that we're acquainted, and yet we're not uncivil, I guess. Therefore, to you loud and rambunctious, noisy people, I say, just learn to not say a thing. Learn to either be quieter, learn to take turns, learn that, well, you need to shut the fuck up sometimes. Because, to be honest, no one gives a fuck what you're saying. And if they did give a fuck, then they would ask you to speak. But if you're not asked to speak, then why the fuck are you talking? I mean, I'm not being asked to speak, but that's because I'm doing this for my entertainment. I asked myself to speak. Therefore, I'm speaking. But, as I said earlier, I could speak to myself just as very well. The reason I don't, or the reason I'm doing this, is because this is, well, a social experience for me. I asked this of myself, and I'm going to see if I can get through it. Now, I'll ask this of you noisy people. Will you shut the fuck up? With that, Midnight Ranting, signing out.